Hi, my name is Søren. Welcome to this special edition of my diary. As I told you in the last video I made, I have some video clips from last year. And instead of just scrapping them, I'm going to put them together in a couple of videos. And I'm going to try to make some sort of theme out of them. This video is exclusively about my wonderful little caravan, my Kip 300, which is from Holland. It was chosen with a lot of attention to what I wanted. I wanted it to be small and I wanted it to be light. And most important of all, I had to have the possibility to load a motorcycle in it. And this one has the door in the rear, and that's the reason for it at all to be possible in such a small caravan. And even though it's small, it's actually rather fully equipped with a queen size bed and a small kitchen and cabinets, and yeah, you'll see in the video. In the beginning of last year I started to work on some things I've been wanting to do for quite some time. It was the first time I had the caravan in the workshop, and I was a bit anxious about it because the door has a certain height. I couldn't make it any higher because of the roof, and it's the exact same height as the caravan. But when I let out a bit of air from the tires, it will just go under the door frame. Inside, when it's inside, it's also a very tight fit. When it's all up to the door, I just have just enough space in the rear that I can open the door. And I'm actually also able to hoist it on the lift, not to standing height, but at least so I can work relatively comfortable underneath the caravan. This is sort of a walkthrough what I made on the caravan last year. I hope you will enjoy. First order of business was to redo the wiring in the caravan. The layout wasn't one of the best ones, so I simply scrapped everything and redid it from scratch. I installed 12 volts DC and a battery, so I'm independent on outside sources, and also redid the 250 volt AC with the outlets in the right places. One of the things I had been missing was heating, also independent from outside sources. And I was very fortunate to find a heating system that had been installed in a caravan, pretty much the same size as my very small caravan. And to a price that was really a bargain. A German marine friend of mine has the exact same caravan. And in his caravan there's a heating system installed pretty much the same as the one I got. So I of course asked him for some pictures of how it was installed in the caravan. I needed to make a heat shield so the heat would be reflected into the room and not into the cabinet where the heating was going to be installed. I had a larger piece of 4mm aluminium that was actually kind of perfect for the purpose. As I don't have a sheet metal bending machine, I'm doing it the cheating way, where you cut a groove and then you can make a rather sharp bend with no tools. So I've decided to scrap the original heat shield and instead make a grill in front of the radiator. And I'm going to use, I have some oak here that I'm going to use to make a frame of, and this grill in front. The design is rather simple. It's just a frame with the grill glued into it. The frame I made as thin as possible, and it was actually the most challenging part of the build. Other than that, it's quite straightforward. You'll see with the final result that I made a small change to the bottom part of the frame. There was even a small machinist job. Because the radiator is mounted with some distance to the front grille, the regulation knob needed an extension so you can actually regulate it from outside the grille. So this is how it turned out. As you can see, I've made this small change to the lower part here. Originally I had planned it was going to go all the way through to the floor here, but because I'm going to have a door here somewhere in the future which has to clear this hook, I wanted it to sort of have the line the same way all the way through. The system works like this. It pulls in fresh, cold air from the outside, from underneath the Caravan, sends it through the radiator, and then outside out through the side of the Caravan. The air is of course heated. This is a small burner here, and there's a small battery-driven piezo unit that will keep on making small sparks, which will make sure that the gas mixture is always ignited. As soon as there's a heat build-up, this piezo unit shuts off, and when it cools down, it turns on again. So this is a safety feature that you're sure that you'll never have a you never have unburned gas in the system. And of course, as it pulls in air from underneath and sends it out through the side of the Caravan, you'll never have a lack of oxygen inside here. Now that I had the wood shop going, I also made a small shelf for the cabinet under the sink. With such a small Caravan, you need to make use of every little cubic millimeter there is. Here you see me in front of another one of my favorite tools. For years I've been wishing for a Pfaff sewing machine with dual feet, and a couple of years ago I found this used one for a very low price. It's in very good condition, and it's another fine example of excellent German engineering. The drapes in front of the Caravan had annoyed me for quite some time. The way the previous owner had made these drapes, they were sort of hanging down from the window, even though there was a guard on the lower part of the drapes. They had a tendency to fall out, and since I sleep with my head in the front end, the drapes often fell into my face, and that was really annoying. So I shortened them a bit and made everything more tight. The Caravan has been in use quite a lot last year, and I expect it will this year also. I've been on several smaller trips, shorter trips, and I always take it along when I'm going out. I use it as a motel, especially when alcohol is involved. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. The latest work I did on the Caravan was actually done a couple of days ago, and it was installing this small lamp.